Good morning, world. Day 6. Didn't film very much over the weekend, but we're back at it this Monday. Over the weekend, I recorded a little bit about an air mattress that we are looking into purchasing for our trip next month. We're going to be tent camping down at Elephant Buttes, New Mexico. So we want to make sure we have a good air mattress for the trip. So I brought you guys along for a little bit of that. I will record more and have a video out for that in the future. Today we're going to focus on my software that I use to run my business, FieldRoutes. It does a lot for my company. When I decided to start Jordan Pest Control, I did not skimp out on the software because I knew that was going to be a vital point for my business. I wanted to make it easy and efficient for my customers to pay bills, see product usage, and have access to all the information they need. I wanted it to be professional and compete with the bigger brands in pest control. So I didn't want it to be a disadvantage to work with me that my software wasn't up to par like the other pest control companies. So it does a lot for me. It automates my scheduling. So if I have people on quarterly services, it automatically populates when I need to schedule them into their routes, what days they're due, all those things. So it's a vital part of Jordan Pest Control. It also does all my invoicing, produces product usage that sends over to them. In pest control, you got to keep 3 years of product use on what properties you did, what products you used on that property, how much, where did you use it at. A lot of details. I can pull it up on screen, show you a little bit from the back end of what that looks like. But yeah, FieldRoutes is an amazing software. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now without it. So as we get through this day, I have about 12 jobs today. As we get through the day, I will break down how I use it and what it does. Got to my first job. We're going to share my screen here because the software that I have actually comes with an app. So I'm looking here at my schedule. We're at our first job. We're going to be able to check into it. Yes. So that will put in the time that we showed up at the job for the client. And then when I'm done and I put in the product, then we will be able to check out, and they'll know how long we were at the property, what we did on the property, where we did it at, how much we used, all that stuff. So as you can see, you have different tabs here. Documents, that's the signed agreement we had, the equipment I used, products. Mostly what we're going to be focused on is products and completion. Don't really need to add all the other stuff. I'll show you that later on. Let's get this job done. Okay, we got that first job done for the day. Get you a little insight into how I submit this. So we're in the account. We're going to go back over to products here. Add products. We put seismic CS down around the property, 1.5 gallons. I checked the gallons through the backpack. It has measuring lines on it so I can see how much I've used. I already have all the dilution rates. The method I use it, I need to switch this to backpack sprayer. So that's why we don't use the product tab in the app itself, because I can put the method of displacement through the product itself. So then we have the target issues and where we sprayed it at. So we're going to save that. And that's all we did at this property. I did check some bait stations. We could put that in here, that we checked them, but we didn't use any units, so that'll pretty much say that we checked them. complete. No, we did not do the inside, and mark as serviced. That'll send over the invoice to the client. And now we go to our next one. So back up, we got a green line up there. That means we serviced that one. Here's a nice addition to the software is I got a map of where all my jobs are at. So we're going to head to number 3 for our next one and see if we can get some stuff taken care of there. Then we'll head over to our 4th one, or number 6. We'll head over there and get that done. So let's see if we can. Yep. No, we don't want to do that. I'm going to go back to list view, directions. All right, it goes up on the GPS. Then we can go back, text. Boom, and it automatically populates their number so I can send a text to them. Hopefully they get back to me before I get over there, but let's get on the journey. All right, we got a voicemail from one of our clients today that we need to reschedule. I'll show you how we do that when we get back to the office. So we are going to capture the screen again here real quick. All right, so here we check the base station with contract bait block. We didn't have to change any of that. We'll do interior baseboards where we checked them, save. Then we did seismic. 0.50. Those are the targets. That's the area. Products. Add product. Suspend SC on the inside. 0.20. That's what we targeted. That's the areas. And then we go to complete. It looks like we checked in at 8:55. It's 9:20. We did interior. Market service. There you go. They got their invoice. And so on and so forth. So we will continue on with our day. If there's more information that I think about that I should share with you, I will definitely get that over to you. Well, we're halfway done with the day out here in Black Forest. Beautiful area here in Colorado Springs. Just serviced a property up here on about 5 acres. But yeah, it's been a great day. Going pretty quickly. Moving from job to job. We got a couple other jobs up here in Black Forest. Then we'll be headed back into town. So I just got a call from one of my friends who's looking at starting a business, and it just shows how important software is, because he's looking at doing kind of a service business like I am, but he wants to start off slow, and he's like, maybe I can do cash only and get like 100 people signed up and then go from there. But I wanted to emphasize with him that that's a lot of work on the back end. If you're going to sign up 100 customers that you have to notify each week that you're coming out, you have to collect payment from. If you're doing cash, you have to take time to go up to them or inconvenience them with a way to pay each month. And if you're trying to be a convenience and save them time, save them the thought that they have to put into doing something each week, the last thing you want to do is add another layer to them trying to pay you or remembering to pay you each week, leaving out money to pay you. So software that automatically invoices after every stop is crucial. You want to make sure that you're making it as convenient and as easy as possible for your clients to pay you. Because if not, it's already hard enough with the convenience to get people to remember and pay. So if you add another layer of difficulty on top of that, it just gives them more reason and more of an objective for you to get paid. And getting paid is the most important part of the job. If you do the work, you want to get paid. So any business that you start, make sure that you iron out the convenience of payment, automation of contacting, follow-ups to let them know you're on your way, automation of notifications, notifying them that you're coming out, when you'll be out, those types of things, because it's very important that you make it as fluid as possible. To our next job here, gonna check in. I'll definitely give you guys a little bit of an insight on how I set up all my target pest and target areas. so that it's more efficient and quicker to submit that stuff, because if not, I would have to enter it manually. So once we get back home into the office, I'll show you a little bit behind the scenes on how I set that up. So one thing that my software does not do is notify my customers when I'm on my way. It notifies them 5 days before I'm coming and the day before I'm coming, which is crucial because if they need a time frame, if they need to reschedule, then they have optimal time to do so. But for on my way notifications, I just text my customers. You can go into the app. I can show you. It's easy. There's a button that says text. Boom, it populates on my phone, so I can just text them and I'm on my way. So I give them an ETA on my way to each job and let them know, hey, this is what time that my GPS says I'm going to be there, so that they're prepared. All right, back at the house. So we are on my software here. Go ahead. So this was the schedule for today. We got all these done. As I mentioned earlier, my system automatically notifies people. It'll tell me right here when the last communication was with the client. Since it's green, that means they confirmed. It also says it down at the bottom. So all these green ones confirmed that I was coming out today. This one is not green because I am not servicing them today. I actually need to reschedule them. So we're going to go here to reschedule. They want me to come out Wednesday. So we're going to put them on the schedule Wednesday in the afternoon. Timed. Interior needed. Reschedule. Boom. So go back to today. I had, 10 appointments that I completed. And this was the value of those appointments today. It also gives you a driving score. I'm a little too new to really pay attention to that. Wherever the money's at is where I am going to go. All right, so we had a couple customers pay. Come into this other screen here, owed. I need to find Ameridry. I am going to credit their account because I owe him some money for letting me throw away some of the materials from a job that I did not too long ago. So we're just gonna credit him. There, that is paid. We also got a check from Susan Putin. Boom. So we're gonna go into add payment. Check 130. Check number 1360. Record check. Boom. So now we need to put that into my account. Obviously, I don't need to record that and show you, but I do need to get it done. All right. How many people didn't pay today? Nobody's paid today? That can't be right. Down here, it shows you who's current, owed. I give 30 days to pay invoices, and then total owed. They are the same right now, which is good, but we do need to start getting some of these invoices paid. Look at the time, the age here. We can move it down to these three are the oldest here. So I'll have to follow up with them and see about getting paid. Go back to just refresh. All righty. There we go. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 didn't pay today, so we'll see about getting that processed. Let me see about if anybody has cards on file that I can charge. I won't show you guys that, obviously. But yeah, so the software shows everything. It shows you how much you have total for the year in reoccurring, how much you made this month, each month going back. I can go all the way back to when I started. Shows the different types of services as needed would be one time. This is quarterly, miscellaneous services, and initial services. Yeah, you can also break down reports. You can find any reports you want, but we can go into more detail about that at another time. So hopefully you enjoyed that, learned a little bit more about FieldRoutes. If you have any questions or you want to learn more, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help if I can, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in for day 6. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll be back with more. Bye.